labor, and the expression of worth.
Empower.
The Moth, the Mountain, and the Middle-Aged Man. These are the chronicles of one middle-aged man who comes to escape the suffering of his inherited epigenetic trauma. Sometimes, despite our greatest efforts, we find ourselves unable to meet the needs of our families and communities on their terms. We often sacrifice ourselves, only to discover that we are unable to meet the needs of the people we love. I'm receiving some kind of epiphany in the making of this sign. I'm remembering all of the help and the love and the support that I've received. Now it's time to allow this to flow from here. I have to let the great I Am care for travel and track. The Moth, the Mountain, and the Middle-Aged Man is the story of one of us who comes to his own end. What do we do when our traditional communities cannot hold us any longer? We must discover a deeper wisdom in ourselves. We give thanks for all of our good teachers, and we become the teacher. We go to the places that scare us. We risk everything. We leave behind all the relationships and situations which cannot serve us and which we can no longer serve with our integrity intact. We forgive this big human mess that we were all born into. Yes, I'm talking to you, the one who knows struggle, the one who has been reworking yourself, the one who is allowing something brand new to be born in you, the one who knows how to go to the places that scare you, right? Is that you? Then you may be my audience, and I may be yours, and we may be able to discover together our common work, which is really important. That's why I say I'm not trying to sell you anything, and I'm not trying to buy anything from you right now. Everybody's a guru, right? And everybody's got a program to sell. That's still a form of slavery. What we are about to discover is something else. We are about to begin helping and promoting one another's work, and the work that has the most use will find its way to the surface. Come on. Some of us were told, get back to work or get on down the road. So we got back to work. We worked on ourselves, and we worked for the wages that we were told we would die without.
I got a little change in my pocket. I got $100 bill in my hand. Show me the fine line, I know I can walk. It might take a little time for me to understand, but that's what time is for. I'll take it rich, and I'll take it poor.
We joined, we trusted, and we participated. Time and again, we got back to work on ourselves. We were told that we were mentally ill. Exhausted, we accepted our mental health diagnosis because it validated our experience. We ingested the medications that we were told would help us to comply. Many well-meaning people tried to help, and many people did help. We followed programs, we exercised our hearts, minds, and physical bodies. We served our communities, but in the end, our communities did not have the collective wisdom to help us to assimilate. Many of us, after trying many times to fit in, are finding ourselves no longer able to serve the status quo. This can be quite upsetting to us and the people who love us. We often turn to psychiatric medications in an effort to conform to the paid wage system. We have discovered for ourselves that these medications do not work. Now our very lives are threatened as we attempt to discover a more honest way of surviving and thriving outside the traditional work systems. The Moth, the Mountain, and the Middle-Aged Man is a story of the fearless documentation of the dangerous journey to discover the non-personal love that our world now hungers for.
Human experience varies. Why not just eat these strawberries? Tigers above us and tigers below. What can we ever really know? I need you, my friend, as we move toward the end. I'm aware of my own ego. La 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 la, yeah.
We educate ourselves. We discover alternate paths of service. We become our own authority. We go out past the point of no return. We develop our own new forms without the approval of those who needed us to be someone we never could be. We leave behind the relationships and communities who needed us to be sick. We start living with a mission. We learn to communicate that mission. We learn how to live for a deeper purpose as we discover in ourselves what Ralph Waldo Emerson called self-reliance.
Some people stay with their science, hoping to find self-reliance. Some people open the scriptures, just hoping to find ways of coping with all these crazy primate constructions when finding deductions lacking in primary truth.
Possibly, dear reader, if you have followed me this far, you are discovering this journey in yourself. Please allow the middle-aged man's journey to become an encouragement and a cautionary tale. Long ago, the humans became storytellers. We told stories for inspiration and survival, one and the same. Our communities led us on initiation ceremonies. Now, we must create our own ceremonies. Today, many of us are deeply enmeshed in the maintenance of a violent and destructive status quo. It is this status quo which now threatens our integrity. You are invited to join the middle-aged man as he sets out to help his species to reinforce the neurological pathways that make us beautifully curious humans. You are invited to discover with this middle-aged man the common work that we all have together. These chronicles are meant to serve as an invitation to discover your deepest work, the work that serves as both your salvation and the salvation of your species. As we faithfully exhaust ourselves in our efforts to participate, we experience time and again new and deeper insights. These are the insights that our people need to move forward.
Labor and the expression of worth.
Empower.
The moth, the mountain, and the middle-aged man.